Today guys, we are in Hamilton. You might ask why, but it's because one of the most gifted Scottish players comes from this area. And who am I talking about? It's the Scotsman that could have been Brazilian. It's Davy Cooper. His statue's over there. He was born in Hamilton. Obviously, if you're a Rangers fan, a Clydebank fan, or a Motherwell fan, you know what I'm talking about when I say the most gifted player ever. Players like Ruud Gullit said that he was one of the best players he's ever seen, and some of the teams he played in, it just tells you the comparisons. But as I get closer to the statue, I'll tell you a wee bit more about him. So if you do enjoy this kind of video guys, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into this. So we start off, where did he start? He started off in Hamilton playing for his junior team, and he then progressed to go and sign for Clydebank, where he spent 3 years between 1974 and 1977, and then he got his big move to Glasgow Rangers, and that move is why everybody remembers him. You've got, as I said, you had Ruud Gullit, who said he was one of the best players that he's ever seen. You've got there's actual quotes from Diego Maradona and Paolo Maldini, how good he was, and he could have got into their starting 11s. Obviously, he went on for a great career. He spent almost of 12 years at Rangers before moving to Motherwell in 1989 to then play for them for 93, and then he went to Clydebank again to finish off with his career, where he obviously sadly passed away at age 39 due to a brain hemorrhage. But there's no point in me not telling you how good the actual guy was. In this video I'll show you numerous clips of the guy and make you so you get a real feel of who he actually was, because if he lived longer there would probably be more tales about him. But it's in this park and in this area that he made his name, and Rangers, Celtic, doesn't matter, they'll all tell you how good he was. If he was maybe the best Scot ever, it's to be debated obviously. Obviously, for such a player, he would have played for Scotland, and he did. He featured 24 times, getting 7 goals. In the context, if he maybe wasn't Scottish, he would have probably been playing for AC Milan's, your Real Madrid's, your Barcelona's, and it just, I keep saying this, but it puts into perspective how good he was. You've obviously on the other side of the city, you've got Jinky Johnston, but Davy Cooper probably ran him for his money, and it's just a debate that can ramble on for ages. The statue where I'm currently at just now, if you can read that, Davy Cooper 1956 to 1995, and it was done by the council, and it just tells you all he won 22 full caps, not 24, 3 Scottish Leagues Championship medals, 4 Scottish Cups and 7 League Cups, so you can tell that he was probably the best at the League Cups, and that's him in the flesh. But where did his best goals come from? Well, one of the best goals I've ever seen, and I've seen it on replay so many times, is his goal against Celtic, where he literally does keepy-ups to score. I'll put the clip up just now, because honestly guys, it's one of the best goals.
From Davy's early career, which was voted as Rangers' best ever. Of course, it was against Celtic, and epitomises the sheer magic of Davy Cooper.
He was a free kick specialist. The amount of times he would just curl it into the goal, and you got to remember the ball back then was different and the boots were different, so it's not what we currently have, so it was a lot harder to do, so it's just mental that he was able to do it. Coming in this debate is, well, Jinky Johnson had electric pace, but Davy Cooper was different that way. He naturally had it, and players like Souness came out and said just after his death, he just had it. He honestly just had the natural gift of being good. I would compare it with Messi, but it might be a stretch, but people might not think that. So he's just the title of this video is The Scot That Could Have Been Brazilian, because the way he moved his feet, as I said, I'll show you most of the clips I can.
Poised to Durant, to Cooper. Cooper Rangers. Beautiful performance by Cooper, and it's in, it's a goal, the equaliser. Brilliant run by Cooper.
And he's probably one of the best Scottish players that they've ever produced, but because he never went abroad, or never, like Kenny Dalglish went down to Liverpool, he might not get that same recognition. But the Scottish League used to be one of the toughest physically in the world, but it's obviously went downhill. And as I showed you the statue, it was redone just 2 years ago, and it really shows what it meant to the wee town of Hamilton. And like, even moving on to just close proximity is Motherwell. He led them to the Scottish Cup in 1993, if I'm right in saying, and it just shows you Motherwell fans still remember that, and it just tells you, I keep saying this, but how good he was. Stand corrected, it was 1991 that Motherwell won the Scottish Cup, but people around Motherwell, fans, young players, said you literally couldn't get the ball off him, and he was in his late mid-30s, and it just tells you he still had the pace, he still had the power, and people says he never had an ego. He never had an ego. This man never had an ego, and it just shows you, like, he was calm, he was composed, and he just done what he loved. He loved football. He made it his career, and he made it his legacy, and we still remember him till this day. If you do want to see more content like this, guys, just remember to smash that subscribe button and tell me my feedback, because I want to learn how to get better and film more historic videos like this. If you do want to come to this place, it's in Hamilton Retail Park. If you live in Glasgow, you get the train from Glasgow platform 16 to, it goes to Lark Hall, but you get off at Hamilton Central, and it's just a 5-minute bus journey or a 20-minute walk. So if you want to do that, I recommend it. Thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.